According to Ramana, the body is not reborn. The self is not reborn. So what continues? The ego mind with its tendencies, vasanas. He defined rebirth very precisely. Rebirth is the continuation of ignorance in a new form. As long as I am the body, I am the doer, I am the thinker, that false I must appear again, not as punishment, not as reward, but as momentum. Ramana often used the metaphor of a seed. The ego is the seed. Vasanas, deep tendencies, are inside the seed. Death destroys the tree, body, but the seed survives. What happens next? The seed sprouts again. That is rebirth. This is not mystical, it is mechanical. Just like unfinished desires, unresolved fears, deep identifications, they must express.
Ramana rejected the childish idea that good people get good births, bad people get bad births. Instead, karma is simply cause and effect in consciousness. If you strongly identify as a doer, you cling to outcomes, you accumulate emotional residues, then the mind cannot dissolve at death. So rebirth is not decided by God, it is decided by attachment. This is one of Ramana's deepest insights. At death, the body collapses, the senses withdraw, the mind faces its own source. If the ego is not dissolved, it panics, it grasps, it projects another body. That grasping itself is rebirth. So rebirth is not later, it begins at the last thought. That final thought carries the entire next life.
Ramana's answer was shockingly simple. The one who has no I to be reborn. For the realized being, there is no doer, no thinker, no claimant. So even if the body appears to live and die, nothing enters, nothing exits. From the highest view, birth never happened, death never happens. Rebirth is meaningless. This is subtle. Don't misunderstand. He said, rebirth is real for the ignorant, unreal for the realized. Just like a dream tiger is real inside the dream, unreal upon waking. So Ramana didn't argue philosophy, he prescribed awakening. Ramana's teaching was not understand rebirth intellectually, it was end it now. How? By asking one question with total sincerity. Who am I? Not verbally, not mentally, but by tracing the I feeling to its source. When the ego dissolves, vasanas burn. Karma collapses. Rebirth has nothing to continue with. From Ramana's highest standpoint, you were never born. Birth appears only after identification with body, identification with mind. Remove identification and the entire cycle collapses like a house of cards. Sit with this slowly. If you are the body, rebirth is inevitable. If you are the self, rebirth is impossible. Humanity asks, is rebirth real? How many lives have I lived? What will I be born as next? Ramana Maharshi said, all these questions are premature. Why? Because they assume something that has never been examined, that there is a someone who is born. Ramana did not begin with rebirth. He began with identity. He asked only one thing. Who is it that is reborn? Until this is known, all discussions of rebirth are intellectual entertainment. Traditional philosophy says soul transmigrates, karma carries forward, birth follows birth. Ramana cut through all of it. Find the I first. He did not deny rebirth. He simply said, rebirth belongs to the ego, not to the self. This is revolutionary, because if the ego is false, then rebirth is not eternal. It is conditional.
Ramana was precise, not vague, not mystical. He said, the body is not reborn, the self is not reborn. Then what continues? The ego mind with its tendencies, vasanas. Ego is the thought, I am the body. As long as this thought survives, life must appear again. Rebirth is not punishment, it is unfinished business. Vasanas are deep habits, emotional residues, identity patterns. They are not conscious desires, they are subconscious gravity. Ramana said, death removes the body, not the tendencies. So what happens? The body falls, but the direction of the mind remains. That direction demands expression. That demand is rebirth. Ramana revealed something terrifyingly simple. At death, senses withdraw, mind collapses inward, ego faces its source. If ego is strong, fear arises, grasping begins, projection happens. That projection creates the next birth. Rebirth is not later, it begins in the last moment. The final thought is the seed of the next life. For the realized one, no doer, no claimant, no possessor. So when the body dies, nothing holds on, nothing projects, nothing continues. Ramana said, for the jnani there is no death, and therefore no rebirth. Not because he escapes samsara, but because samsara was never real.
This is the most difficult truth. Ramana said, birth is only a thought. Before the thought, I am the body, where was birth? If birth is a thought, rebirth is a thought upon a thought. Remove the root thought and the entire structure collapses. Ramana did not ask you to wait for death. He said, end rebirth now. How? By tracing the I feeling inward. Not chanting, not imagining, not believing. Just this. To whom does this thought arise? Follow it, again and again, until the I dissolves. When the ego dies before death, rebirth becomes impossible.